morning, good morning, good morning. See if I can actually get situated here. Situating is good. Get it all settled. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness. Just wait a few minutes just to get, well, about a minute. Let everybody get signed in, get on board. Chant for a minute. Om Ojin Yojin Noob Jam Sam Pemage Sardong Pola Yatsen Shogin Noob Drunye Pemajang Neje Sudrak Kodu Kandro Mang Poko Keki Jesu Dak Drugi Jinji Lap Chirshak Susol Guru Pema Siddhi Hum Ojin Yojin Nu Jam Sam Pemage Sardong Pola Yatsen Shogin Nung Drunye Pema Jong Neje Sudrak Kodu Kandro Mang Poko Keki Jesu Dak Drugi Jinji Lap Chirshak Susol Guru Pema Siddhi Om Om Ahung Benzar Guru Pema Siddhi Hum 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 Om Ahung Om Ahung Om Ahung Om Ahung Om Ahung Om Ahung Om 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 Ahung. Body, speech, and mind. Clarity. wisdom, compassion. So as we begin our service this morning, I want you to check in with two things. And if you've been watching our meditations, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but I want you to check in with two things before we begin. First is your physical body. And as you sit upright or sit as you may, upright is helpful because it allows you to breathe fully into your lungs. Slumping doesn't help. So upright is best, I think. So when you can breathe, check in with your physical body and look for any discomfort, any pain. And how can you and where can you adjust to support your experience to have less discomfort? So can you move your foot or loosen your shoulders? Let go of the tension that maybe you woke up with. So attentiveness is the cure here. So attentive awareness. And then check in with your mental state. How are you feeling? Are you cranky? Are you sad, glad, mad? Check in with those things. How can you better support that? How can you let go, release that fixation, that which you've been holding on to or think that you need to play out that cranky mood? You don't have to. That's the beauty. When we see it for what it is, we can let go of the grasping. So begin there. Begin by checking in with yourself. If you are looking for spiritual transformation, then you must look inward and look first to how you can support yourself. When you can learn how to support, honor, and give compassion and wisdom to yourself, it's easy for you to give it to others. And we can all be transformed. How about that? So as we begin this morning, I'll ring the bell 3 times and let the sound and vibration bring us here into this moment, into this spontaneous awareness, and into this practice, which is ours. So if this is your first time here, welcome. We'll do a little bit of chanting in the beginning. We do some prayers of invocation first, where we're setting our intention and awakening our awareness of our own experience on this path. And then we'll chant for a little bit, then we'll meditate, then we'll chant a little more and have a little Dharma talk together, and then we'll have some closing prayers and dedications. So just about an hour, we'll get it all done. Do what you feel comfortable with. You should feel ease and clarity. I'll begin with the path clearing and wish fulfilling prayer to Padmasambhava, followed by our refuge prayer, once in Tibetan and then 3 times in English. Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nongdru Kundak Dewa Chen Pojab Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpotsel Solwan Depsol Jinji Lap Tu So Chinang Sangwei Barche Jiwadang Sampalunji Drupa Jinji Lo. Precious guide, one with all the Buddhas of the three times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction, we pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. Sangye chodang soki choknam Jongchu bardu dakni kapsuchi Dakji jinsoki pe sonam ki Jola penshir sangye drupar shok. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. The great Yogi Milrepa sang, "My body is the holy mandala itself, wherein resides the Buddhas of all times. With their blessings, I'm freed from all needs and attachments. By day and night, I offer them up. Happy am I to do without material things, knowing that all beings in the 6 realms of samsara are inherently Buddhas, and all the 3 worlds the self-creating, measureless Trikaya Palace. Whatever I do is the play of the Dharmadhatu, ultimate reality. Whoever I'm with is the Yidam deity. Wherever I stay is the Buddha's abode. Happy am I to forego outer supports, rituals, and symbols." So we'll chant a bit this morning to kind of get all the dust out, if you will. Bear with me, I'm making sure we're still online. So we want to shake out the dust a little bit, and what I mean by shake out the dust is I want you to be able to place your awakened awareness, and not a hazy or dusty version of your awareness. It should be sharp, clear, vivid. So your awareness comes into this moment. This moment is where everything's happening. Your breath is happening. Your heartbeat is happening. Your thoughts are happening. My words are happening. My mouth is moving. My hand is moving in this moment, not the past and not the future. So we're bringing our attention here and now. So we use the tool of chanting to first maybe invoke a facet of our personality that we would like to cultivate, or our experience that we would like to cultivate, like compassion. Om Mani Padme Hung is one that we chant at the end of our meditation, and it's meant to evoke Chenrezig, the deity of one of the deities of compassion, but he's multiple arms. There's a 1,000-arm deity that is ready to help in 1,000 different ways. Compassion and wisdom. Many of our deities represent compassion and wisdom and healing of all sorts. So sometimes we invoke that, but what I would like you to do is really focus on the sound and vibration that you are making. You don't have to be a singer. You don't have to be in tune. You don't have to get the words exactly right. Just pay attention. Pay attention to the sound and vibration and what it feels like to make that sound, hear that sound, feel the vibration in your body. Help you access this present moment through that simple act. So we're just going to chant Lama Cheno, which means calling in the Lama, and more appropriately, it means awakening the teacher within each of us. That teacher is the discernment, the compass that we all have, where we know things are right, wrong, what feels easy and what feels hard, our own compass. Lama Cheno, Lama Cheno, Lama Che Cheno, 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 Lama Cheno, Lama Cheche no. Lama Cheno. Lama Cheno. Lama Cheche no. Breathe, relax, center, smile. Bring your awareness to this present, vast, luminous, vivid moment. Here and now. Where all of our experience is playing out. Discomfort and comfort alike, here and now. Settling into that place of stillness. The consciousness of that stillness that sees everything as it is and is unaffected. We see our reactions and responses as human reactions and responses, often based in fear. So relax and release all the physical and mental tension. Settling in, settling down. With nowhere to go and nothing to do but be here. Just sit. Just breathe. And be. Supporting yourself through awakened awareness with compassion and wisdom. mani padme hum. Om 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 mani padme hum. May all beings be happy, healthy, content, and at ease. May all be free from fear, pain, and sorrow. May their good fortune, virtue, understanding, and well-being ever increase. All beings are responsible for their own karma. Their happiness and suffering, success and failure, depend on their actions and not on me. Nonetheless, I must do everything in my power to benefit them without hope or fear, expectation or anxiety. From the heart, I wish them all well, the essence of loving kindness. I feel their pain and am moved to help alleviate their suffering and confusion, the essence of unconditional compassion. I rejoice in their virtues and accomplishments, the essence of sympathetic joy. I appreciate and treat them impartially, the essence of objective equanimity. So, how is your meditation? How is your meditation? I want you to ask that of yourself. Do you struggle? Do you struggle with your meditation? Do you feel like you're good at it? Do you feel like you're not good at it? This is important. It's important because we utilize our meditative exercise, the tool of meditation, on a daily basis. We're really trying to cultivate our awakened awareness in this moment, not just in the container of silence, sitting on a cushion or lighting some candles or burning incense or sitting in a special way or wearing a special outfit, praying a certain way. It's the superpower of awareness that we're cultivating. And that's in the prayer to Padmasambhava that I opened with this morning. Siddhi, Siddhi, Siddhi. Om Ahung Benzar Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Spiritual superpower is Siddhi, and Hung is wisdom. It's the spirit, the result of wisdom and compassion that comes from the superpower of awareness, awakened awareness. It's what we're cultivating. So if you feel like your meditation is bad and you're not good at it, you're not likely to keep it up, right? So I want to talk about that state of awareness. What do you feel? Are you feeling floaty? Are you feeling restless and like you can't stop your mind? You can't stop the thoughts. You can't stop the distraction of those thoughts. Because it's important to check in with that. If you feel like you're at war with your mind, that's going to be the experience. And it's going to be a long war with your mind. So as always, we use the tool of the Buddha's first teaching, and that's the Four Noble Truths. So we have to know that there's a discomfort or an issue. We have to know that there's a cause for that discomfort or issue. We have to know that there's an available remedy, cessation of that particular discomfort, and that cure is available through the spotlight of awakened awareness in the most simplistic form. So we always kind of look with that wise intention that we first have to spot our discomfort. So if you feel like you're at war with your mind, or maybe you feel like you're sleepy in your meditation, things are a little foggy and you just want to kind of take a nap, and that's the experience and sort of the fight to stay awake. So with the spotlight of awareness, when we shine that light on the particular experience that each of us are going through, and each of us will be a little different in what we experience, so you have to look within your own experience. So use that compass, that guide, that inner teacher that says, okay, where's the problem? That's the problem. I'm feeling sleepy. So particularly for sleepiness, I recommend opening your eyes. So if this is too much for you and you want to nod off, open your eyes. We should have vivid clarity in the way we sit. So we're seeing this moment particularly. We're seeing all the things that arise, sensation, feeling, thoughts, emotions. We see those as arising as reactions in this present moment. So you want to cultivate that clarity. Cultivate that very vivid clarity. Do things seem vivid or do they seem foggy? So we want to awaken, not go to sleep. So if you feel like you're at war with your mind, what is happening? What's going on there? Well, discomfort. You've got some grave discomfort that is occurring when we slow things down and put on the brakes and just sit. We're not used to doing that. We're used to distracting ourselves from our discomforts. So the first thing we can do is apply a little compassion to ourselves and say, "Oh, I'm having a reaction. So let's investigate that reaction. What's happening?" So with most of us, I will generously say all of us, when that discomfort arises, what's really arising is unresolved conflict. What is the unresolved conflict that keeps coming up that's making you uncomfortable? I think a few weeks ago we talked about the feeling and that posture that we take that we're just not good enough. I'm not good enough to get this meditation thing down. I'm trying to master it and it's not complying. So there you might hear a sound of your own voice saying, "I can't do this. I'm not good enough." That's an unresolved conflict. Maybe it's someone else in the back of your mind, a memory of someone else telling you that you aren't smart enough, or you're not quiet enough, or you're not good enough or nice enough to be in this state. That's unresolved, and it's yours to resolve. So what's causing that? What's causing that discomfort is even your attachment to that feeling. It's a comfortable feeling. You've been there how many times? It's all too familiar, right? So we have a pattern of response. So we sit still and find ourselves uncomfortable and retreat. We distract ourselves thinking about the past, thinking about the future, thinking about something completely mundane, just to get our minds off of that discomfort. That's a pattern. So the way we break that pattern is through awareness, seeing it as it is, and opening up. We have to really kind of open our hearts with a bit of curiosity and compassion to explore what's causing that. Where is that echo coming from? Find it, and look upon it with understanding and vivid clarity, seeing it for what it is. Maybe someone told you something when you were 5 years old that has resonated with you. Maybe you've been telling yourself something. I'm not good at this. I'm not good to people. I'm not good to myself. I don't know how to be better. That's yours. That's yours. And I really, really hope that you can open up to that wisdom and compassion that comes from really turning on the light. Just flip on that light and understand that these are conditioned patterns. It's not who you are, but certainly what you've been experiencing. And that's a real defining point. Who you are at your core is actually unaffected by the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations. All of this other is noise and reaction and discomfort and the cycle of samsara, that suffering that comes from attachment and clinging, craving, wanting something different than what we have, wanting to be different, wanting people to see us differently. But we can cultivate that real understanding. And really, I encourage you to to use the alarm system, if you will. If you find yourself finding yourself agitated with other people, which we do, you and I both do it. When we find ourselves agitated with people or situations and uncomfortable and get that little mad meter going on, I'm mad at this, that is an alarm. That's an alarm that goes off that says, I still don't quite understand me. I know what you're thinking. It's other people. It's other people that are creating my issue. I spent my entire youth thinking that I would be very, very happy if other people would stop messing things up. It's a nice way of putting it. My stuff was fine, but other people kept knocking things out of order. And that's a me situation. And it's a you situation. So when you find yourself agitated or you find yourself not really feeling compassionate, use that as just your little sign of awakening. It's not a judgment. It's just your little sign of awakening that you need to turn inward and understand you even more. Even more. We're cultivating that love and compassion for ourselves, and that it's seamless for our interaction with every other being. When we can see that being's plight, that being's situation as what it is, and not a performance issue, but an awareness issue. Yeah. So I want you to cultivate that within yourself, and stop the battle. Stop the mind battle. If it feels like this is super uncomfortable when I try to sit still and sit in quiet, and I'm constantly wanting to go do something else. I want to check my phone. I want to turn on the television. I want to just go for a walk or eat a sandwich. Anything but doing what I'm doing. It means we need to do a little exploration. So remember, we have to identify that there's a problem. We know that there's a cause for that issue. We know that there's an available cure for that issue. And that available cure is all available through the awakened awareness. So we cultivate that. See what it is. Just keep looking. Keep looking. What is causing that discomfort? Where did it come from? And how can we relieve it? We relieve it by understanding it, feeling compassion towards it. So whatever you're experiencing, and it could be even things like grief and sadness, frustration, sit with that. Honor it for what it is, and honor it for what it's saying, rather than continuing to turn away, distracting ourselves with any and everything, as we normally do. I do it, you do it, we all do it. But to really cultivate this awakened, enlightened experience, and the result of it is wise, complete, compassionate action. So make sure that you're seeing things with a vivid clarity. Looking, understanding. When you sit down, I keep telling you to check in with your physical body and check in with your mental state, your mental body. What are you feeling? What's your mood? And how can you shine the light of awareness on that mood and what's causing that, and how can I relieve it and support my understanding? That's yours to do. It's not anybody else's. And unfortunately, you're not going to find you're not going to find long-term relief in a self-help book. It's the self-awareness that you have to cultivate. You might get a little bit of idea of, oh, if I look this way and understand this way, then I've relieved some of it. It's really available through that awakened awareness. So, a little bit to chew on. So, we're going to close our practice session for today with the 4 dharmas of Gampopa and Longchenpa, followed by the prayer for 10 accomplishments, and our bodhicitta dedication. Bodhicitta is open heart, wisdom, and we dedicate that to everyone, everywhere. Bless and empower us that our minds and hearts turn toward the Dharma. Bless and empower us that our Dharma practice becomes the path. Bless and empower us that the path truly dispels confusion. Bless and empower us that the confusion itself dawns as primordial awareness. Rigpa. The prayer for 10 accomplishments. May we realize true sincerity and integrity, inner purity of mind, dispassionate equanimity toward all we see, right understanding of this dreamlike world and the next, loving compassion toward others, and the genuine intention to be helpful in alleviating suffering and confusion. May we directly perceive the truths of impermanence, mortality, and interconnectedness. Relinquish wandering thoughts and rampant desires. Accomplish freedom of mind and clarity of spirit. Remember with gratitude those who have gone before and shown the way, and vow to reach together full and complete enlightenment. Jongchup Semcho Grimpoche Makye Panam Kegyurchi Kepanya Parme Payong Gongne Gongdu Perwar Shok. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. Body, speech, and mind directed toward awakening and for the benefit of all beings, without one single exception. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a great day. If you feel called to donate, please go to kansascitybuddhistcenter.com, and there's a link right there on the homepage. So I'm here every day. Meditation at 2:30 Monday through Saturday, 2:30 Central Time, and it's always recorded. So if you can't make it at that time and you need to access or want to access a daily practice or something that's guided and led, I do it every single day. I'm doing it, so you're always invited. So it's a good addition to that day. So use that time to cultivate that awakened awareness for the benefit of yourself, which results in the benefit for all other beings. I'll see you soon. Have a great, great day.